Namaskar, I am Lipsa and I welcome you all to yet another amazing episode of Centurion Vodcast. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, we bring to you some very, very interesting personalities and talking to them, getting into a conversation with them and digging into all the details that you might want to know makes every episode very unique and one of its kind. So today I have somebody that might interest a lot of students watching this podcast episode today, and he is none other than Mr. Abhi Mitra, practitioner in academics, gaming and blockchain. Yes, you heard that right. So please join me in welcoming him. Hi Abhi, namaskar. Thank you for joining us today.
Namaskar. Thank you.
Like I have already informed my viewers, we are going to talk a lot about gaming and blockchain. But before that, I'd want to know how long have you been associated with Centurion and how did it all start?
So my association with Century University started in 2015. I joined as a student, and since then it's been a roller coaster journey. Being a student and understanding the complete skill ecosystem and its vibe, how a university shall be for a journalist student. Being a computer science student, learning about engines, seeing a lots of vehicles and electrical and any other the skill streams in that sense. So it's a complete 360-degree journey. It's not only about I'm a computer science student, learned about computer science things. Then in my last year, I've got into gaming domain, and I've been certified with Unity also, Unity certified developer as a game developer. And then I picked as an intern for the university project. So one of the project we have been doing for Dassault Systems. Then after that, I've offered to join in the Century University. So, and then my career as a game developer in a university and also educator in a university started.
I mean, like you said, from what it seems to be like, it has been a roller coaster journey. And I'm so, so happy that a student of Centurion University is now inspiring so many other students. So kudos to your journey, first of all. But I would really want to know how was your experience different from being a student to what you're doing right now? Because like you said, it was a 360-degree change altogether. Yeah. So how did that pan out for you? How was that experience for you like?
Being a student, you hear a lot of narratives, which is not true. And being from the other side as an educator, and seeing things from a different angle, a lot of help can be a teacher can provide to the student, and how it shall be. I just always try to be that, whatever I was missing in my classroom at the time. So, and the experience as a student was really good. It's not only about, people talk about, theories. The theory is needed actually. So later on when I was doing some of the practical work where I needed theory to research about it, actually that time I realized that, theory is more important actually than practical work. Yeah.
So, Abhi, I'd like to ask you that did starting off as a student help you better yourself as an educator? Because when you're on the other side, you tend to understand the needs and requirements a lot better than somebody who's on the outside. So maybe your experience as a student here in Centurion University helped you shape your role as an educator. Did it help in any way?
It helped a lot. And also, it's not only about educator. So it's not only about, lecture in the classroom. It's all blended. You're giving theoretical lecture. At the same time, the same point of time, you have to design a course such a way so that with the theory, you are, doing practice in the classroom itself. So I have been in many other universities as a trainer and other sense. But this is actually very missing in our complete education system, which we provide in Central University. So when I learn something, I also see myself as a teaching it to the student. So it actually makes me better when I'm learning it. So since from a student point of view, from educator or a teacher point of view, it actually helps a lot when you see it that way.
So I think that was wonderfully put right there. So teaching and learning experience always goes hand in hand, and that is something you believe in and you practice as well.
Yeah, I want to interrupt with you. So it's in today's sense, it's not only like you are only learning or you are only teaching. it's already in a co-learning environment. It shall be. Otherwise, a student will, at some point, a student will just stop listening to you until unless you're listening to them. Other-
That's true. That's true. So, I mean, of course, the enriching experience as a student kind of helped you evolve
Yeah.
as somebody who understands the needs of the students better than anybody else. So, having spoken about your personal journey so far, I would want to understand. Uh, how did gaming become a mainstream profession, or was it always? See, for people like laymen watching this episode, I'd want to ask some very, very layman questions on behalf of the people who are willing to ask it. I just want to know, until recent years, gaming was just, like, it was never considered a mainstream profession. Like, isme kya hai? So, like stereotypical parents, what would you do there? You can become a doctor, engineer, or stereotypical profession only. So, how do you think that industry has evolved? How do you think parents are getting convinced about it? What is the career in gaming, blockchain, and gaming development like? If you could just give us an idea about that world.
I'll tell you my personal journey. So actually, my parents actually doesn't understand tech that much. So when I told them that I don't want to be a Java developer, I want to be a game developer. So that didn't notice that much because they do not know about what's going on in the market, and so that kind of helped. So that they told me that you're mature enough, choose your career wisely. So so that's my journey. And for the other people who are kind of wanted a career journey with gaming, esports, and other stuff. So they actually go through a lots of hurdles because
Yeah.
they have their bhaiya, mama, dadas in all sort of tech companies, and they kind of don't take game development as a career. So game development actually is a subset of software development where you need a bit of creativity in that, but it's a complete SDLC, software development lifecycle stuff. For a common student who are kind of starting their career right now, so gaming is currently it's mainstream. So a lot of universities are there. Even Century University is also we are having a school of design, going forward, and so it's mainstream now. So and student who want to be a game developer or a gamer like that. So people who play game better, they can be a better game developer because they understand all the logics, all the how to put a trap and all those sort of things. And also from the art point of view, gaming is not only software development, it's also art is there, right? So you have to put a lots of thoughts in there, designing the story and story building from the character building, then map design, scene design, and then you put your logics over there and their character and everything. So people who want to, I'm coming back to what you have asked. So people who are the kind of want a career as a game developer, it's kind of mainstream right now, and people can go for it.
Right. So, from what I understand, it's a wonderful amalgamation of, I think, art and science.
Yes.
Because you need to be
Engineering,
creative.
yeah.
Yes, and engineering as well. So, do you think the journey from not taking gaming very seriously as a career to now people, like widely choosing this as a career and people showing a lot of interest, not just students, but also their like parents and the guardians also taking this very, very seriously. Do you think this journey took some time, or do you think it is just the right time for the change to be brought about?
It's actually that lot of things involved in this. First of all, the current generation of mobile phones that we see, it has so much power.
Right.
Back in the day, like 10 years before, that much power was not
Wasn't
there.
the same.
Okay. So now, anyone using a mobile phone, they can open up a AAA game and they can play it. So when you play it, actually, so that time, if it clicks in your mind, how the game is developed, who are developing it, how they're earning, okay, you see, then you tend to get into the industry.
Right.
And understanding the complete economy around the game, and then only you see that okay, so there is this actually you can earn from this. It's not only
Right.
developing and enjoying. So that's how the people kind of get into the market. And other than that, other than game development, AR VR is also picking up a lot, becoming consumer friendly day by day. So 5-10 years back, when we used to use virtual reality headset, it used to be so the experience was used to be so miserable until unless you want it, want the experience to experience it. So a lot of people at the time, they used to kind of feel different things when they're experiencing. But nowadays it's on a glass, so you can see the Meta Ray-Ban glasses are coming, and there are Vision Pro from Apple is coming. So it's becoming more consumer friendly from AR/VR point. Earlier days it used to be industrial only, so industrial people who want to train their engineers, those sort of people only used to use virtual reality at the time. So adoption is becoming day by day. It is becoming regular for regular consumers.
Right. So I think like you spoke about adaptation. I think that is very important now that everybody around us is adapting to such things. It is making gaming a very popular choice in terms of career for students and educators as well. So now that you have mentioned about AR VR, that was going to be my next question. AR VR lab in Centurion University is again one of the most talked about labs. So it fascinates visitors a lot. The employees take a lot of pride, and it also seems to be a favorite hotspot for the students. Please tell us a little more about AR VR. Why does it fascinate so many people, and why is it so much talked about, and what is so different? And for people who do not understand AR VR at all, how does that lab work in Centurion? How does it help students?
So when we started game development at the time, actually there is a very much need of a gaming lab at the time, so which we didn't have. So luckily in my second year when I joined Central University as educator at that time, so I got an opportunity to kind of plan out VR lab with my seniors, my managers, and that worked out well. So, and also thanks to the university, they have understood the vision and invested for it. And whatever new gadgets, new virtual reality headset, AR headset, anything that is in the market, we have that in the lab. So other than gadgets, we have high-end systems over there. We recently upgraded the systems with 5090 RTX. So you may not be understanding it. Yeah, the people who are into game, they'll understand it better. So with 64 GB RAM. So we are kind of pushing AAA game development right now in the lab. So why it is a hotspot is it's the experience of it when you enter into the lab. It's mesmerizing. Thanks to the our university wood lab engineers and the production lab who made it all possible. And other than that, it's always open. It's 24/7 open, and students who love developing games or they're playing games, they always can come in and go like that. So we host a lot of game jams in there, and virtual reality headsets in any other places. If you go corporates or any other university, the virtual reality headset it's a high-end gadget, so it shall be kept in a locked room, but we do not do that. It's all open. Students can go there anytime. They can pick it up and just experience it. And then, yeah.
That's wonderful. That I now kind of get a whiff of why it is a hot favorite for all the students as well. So I'm sure the visitors also must be getting a detailed tour of all of it.
Yeah,
for them to be interested.
We other than all the game development and AR development, so our team have developed more than 1,000 assets for teaching and learning. So we started it when the COVID hit at the first phase. So there was a practical need of online education, and how do you train people on the skilling side, right? So you can give them theory, all the development lectures and all, but for skilling to kind of how to operate a lathe machine, and how you can visualize a kind of a transformer in a digital world. So we have created lots of content for that, and after that we have got into development of this life science assets and veterinary assets. So we have all these assets which are being used in day-to-day classroom. So it's just a web version. You open it in the classroom and you can play with the 3D in front of the student, and from each angle you can teach your student that how a object or how a heart is shaped and how it pumps, bloods, flows, everything you can do.
I think it sounds so interesting in itself, and I'm sure the people who understand everything that you're saying, especially the kind of gadgets that we have, I'm sure it is going to intrigue them a lot. And one of your other expertise is also blockchain. Please tell us a little about it.
Yeah, so blockchain, interestingly, it happened 3 to 4 years back. But since we are as a university, we have been in blockchain from 2017, 18.
Okay.
So we used to have a mining rig. So thanks to our management, they have invested in mining rig. So blockchain mining rig is kind of where the blockchain transaction happens, and you get a reward for it. So we had that at the time. Then we got into a skill course, 4 credit skill course. We have developed it, and 2 years back we have developed a full credit domain course, 18 credit domain course for blockchain. And for my journey into the blockchain is basically from the NFT. So in gaming, there's a concept of NFT, non-fungible token. So anything you kind of own in the game, any skins, any guns, ammunition, anything that you own over there, it happens to be kept in a game only, right? But
Okay. Yeah.
you cannot monetize it. So you are winning something from a particular game. It can be also be, you can also include economy in it if you want to sell it to someone else. So how do you sell it? So there are lots of objects are there. So you kind of tag it with a digital signature. That how it becomes a non-fungible token, and you sell it. So to understand that NFT, I actually got interested in blockchain and learned blockchain as a blockchain development. Then now I'm delivering the blockchain course as well at the Centurion University.
That's lovely. So now that we understand there are so many unique aspects, unique to me because the whole set of courses that we are talking about, the domains that we're talking about is it's very new to me. So hence very very fascinating for me. So do you see the rise in the interest of students in such careers that we are talking about? How was it like when you joined as an educator, and how is it going now? Do you see a steep rise or a very reasonable rise, or do you see more and more people are coming forward to be a part of a career as such, or I just want to understand how it goes.
Yeah, so see, these things are not unfindable. You can find it in tier one cities. Okay. But being a university in Odisha, in Bhubaneswar, when we tell these kind of stories, when you go outside, meet people, they kind of not tend to believe it until unless they see it actually. So being a university from Odisha, and that to a the smaller scale university. Now we are going big, by the way. So and it's not easy to us to kind of go at anything and kind of develop a course and deliver it, and with all these technologies and with all these systems where there is no mainstream involvement there, right? So even any other government university also, but you will not find a blockchain course over there. Gaming may be involved in last 2 3 years, but blockchain is not there. But in tier one cities, tier two cities, students who get to see a lot of tech companies around them, they see the rise of these Web3 companies around them, and they kind of get interest to it. But for us to push to our student, it is until unless they do not see how it is evolving, and they cannot perceive it, right? So that's why if you go for any general software development or any other courses that's in generic, they go for it. So we have to I actually always push student to kind of look beyond their boundaries. You can do this also, you can do that also. So that creates a more open path for you. It's not only that software development, a bit more push. You can also try game development, also blockchain development. So it opens more path for them as a career.
Right. So do you see a rise of interest in students? I mean, the number of students that had enrolled in the past, and is it growing with time, or do you see an rise in interest in the students now?
Yeah, so that is there. So one thing is we try to put the message correctly, how the game development and blockchain development is evolving around the world. And we do a lots of sponsored events in the university, calling up lots of industry specials, experts. They come in, they kind of deliver workshops, hands-on workshops, hackathons. We do this a lot in the university. It's like each month we host one hackathon, either boot camp or either workshop. So through those things, student they understood, okay, so this can also be a career.
Right.
So people who are good in software development, suppose like web 2 development, or generic any app development or stuff, with a bit more push they get into blockchain development, and they do good in that. Also the similarly in development also.
So I have personally experienced the campus myself. I have been to a few labs, and that has actually changed the way I looked at the university, because the experience was really enriching, insightful, and it was a whole different experience altogether. So for people watching this episode and the students who are, possibly interested in gaming, blockchain, and careers as such, would you say that a lab is open for them to come and have a look?
Yeah, all the entire campus is open for everyone. So
Right.
once you are step in, you are our guest. So we actually take pride in saying that Centurion is the most open campus in, and you anywhere you go in 100 meter, you'll see lots of blended and skill and everything. You'll be overwhelmed when you
Right.
see that. So I can't wait to see more people visiting the university. So our
At least for an experience.
yeah,
They
for
should
an
always
experience,
walk in.
yeah, you can always come and experience this. Just don't take our words. You can come and see by yourself.
Right, absolutely. So, what would be your last message for, students who are interested but maybe have second thoughts, or if it would, turn out to be a full-fledged career, or if anybody has any sort of doubts, then now that you have been a student and now you're an educator, practitioner in academics as well, what would be your message for the aspiring students, especially looking for a career in?
Yeah, so my message would be so I'm open to take your call, take your message. You can message me anytime, and you know how to reach out to me. And lots of people, students, they know me actually. So I kind of try to act like their elder brother over here, showing them what can be better. It's not only that any student can go for gaming and blockchain. So based on their interest, based on their prior learning, I just suggest them you go for this and go for that. It will be better for you, not only these things. So it's not only giving them advice. I also counsel a lot of new students who come in the university through we host this kind of evening chai meetup
Oh,
in the
lovely.
university. Yeah, so anyone have any question, they can raise their question, and we just
So I think more than an educator or a teacher here, just saying the fact that you can also be there for the students as an elder brother is a very, very sweet thing to say. It was so educational talking to you. There were so many things even I understood and learned today from this episode. I'm sure the people watching this can always get in touch with you if they are interested to know anything about gaming, game development, and blockchain at all. Thank you, Avi, for joining us today for this episode. It was amazing speaking to you. Thank you.
thank you for hosting. Thank you.